everyone, Jenn DuBell here, and today I'm going to show you some parts of my craft space in my studio and show you how I store my Graphic 45 supplies and hopefully give you a little inspiration for some tips on how to store yours, as well as a little tip on how to get out of one of those horrible crafting funks that we all get ourselves into sometimes. So for starters, I like to utilize a lot of cube storage and modular storage in my space because it is such a small room. So I do have things in different areas, but they're all out where I can find them and I can see them and I can get to them easily. So in the beginning of my room, I do have some paper towers here that do house some of the newer collections that I have not used just yet, as well as my Graphic 45 chipboard is kept up here. This lower unit is shelf, or excuse me, is drawers, and I have two of those stacked. And as you can see, these ones are all marked Graphic 45. These are mostly older collections that I either have used some of or have not used at all yet, but I don't part with Graphic 45 paper. So as you can see, looking through here, some of these are fairly older collections, but I love all of this paper and will use it in time. I just keep the older stuff over here. There are some other paper companies below. Then this shelf here, in this unit, I like to buy these plastic storage envelopes. And what I do with these is every time I create a project for, as a Graphic 45 brand ambassador, I like to keep on hand what I used the most recently. So I put all of my stuff in these and they have a nice little closure, as you can see there. And then I store those on this shelf. So these are all collections that I have worked with so far as a brand ambassador this term. And like I said, I just like to keep those close by. And I know that I've used them and that they are still current products that are carried on the website. Throughout my room, I have a lot of different baskets and bins in my cubes that have different things in them, different paper, different, my chipboard. I have Christmas items in a bin. But one of the most exciting things, and a tip for any of you that has ever gotten into a crafting slump, this is my inspiration wall. And I put this together because, as most crafters, I get into slumps sometimes where I just can't come up with an idea. And I go to the Pinterest boards and I look and I look and I look. And then I realize, well, maybe I should just recreate something that I've already made. So that is where I go and look when I'm looking for some inspiration. I also use Pinterest, but having this here and knowing that I've made these projects and that I love them, I can recreate them with a new paper line. I can reinvent them, add different things to them. And this is just where I keep all of my favorites. And I can switch these out as often as I like. And I just really love having that in my space. Also in this space, I do have some photos that are memories from Creativation 2020, some different items that were made for me by other crafters, as well as some pictures of family in there. And then over here is my die cutting station. And as you can see, I keep my Graphic 45 dies close by. I do use these a lot, so they're always really close to me. And that is where I do all of my cutting. I have my Big Shot as well as a Gemini Junior down there, and my Xyron Creative Station for creating album covers. I have another 6-cube unit, and this houses all of my Graphic 45 staples and another, again, some of the older collections. And these collections are all of the parts to them, the ephemera cards, everything are in these boxes. These are some of my all-time favorites that I absolutely love. And so I have those all labeled. As you can see here, I have Off to the Races, Time to Flourish, some of the older collections. This basket, I store the Club G45 instruction sheets from different designers. and I like to create some of these and get ideas from these. So these are inspiration for me as well. I like to keep those on hand. I also have this wonderful clear storage bin, and these are amazing for storing some. I don't have a whole lot of Graphic 45 flowers and staples, such as the metal hardware, as of yet, because I am a new ambassador this term. So I do keep those in here. When my collection grows, I will probably find a new way to store those. Down here underneath, I do have some flowers, chipboards, more go-to papers here and here. And then this houses my older 6x6 Graphic 45, and I like to go back and use these because these patterns and solids still match other current collections. So if I need a smaller piece of paper, rather than cutting into my 12 by 12, I just want something else in a pattern or solid, I can go here and grab from here. I also like to purchase these little storage. They're meant for photos, but these are wonderful for putting your ephemera packs in. And you can also add, if you are creating a project and you do a bunch of fussy cutting, but you don't use all those fussy cuts, you can store those in with your ephemera collection as well. And I just cut down the cardboard from the packaging and put that so that it fits in here and just put them in there. And these are all for current collections. And then I have another little basket here. Just move that. That houses some of the older Graphic 45 tags, some washi tape. This one has my 8x8 paper pads, all Graphic 45. Some of my staples, some of the albums are in here. And then this basket here has all of my Graphic 45 different staple tags. There's the square tags. I have some of the older policy envelopes in here. These are just where I like to keep all of my Graphic 45 supplies right next to my desk. As you can see, this is my desk area with my Cricut. And last but not least, under here I have an iris tower, and this has the bins that pull out. And when I'm working on collections for different design teams, I'm able to, like I just completed a project with Midnight Tales, so everything is in this box, and these are all my current in the works projects, and I can just pull those bins out, set it on my desk, and I'm ready to go. So that is how I store my Graphic 45 supplies, and how I get myself out of a crafting funk. So I hope that you've enjoyed my tour, and have a wonderful day.